Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Motion from the offense. He's looking for a man on second down. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The give to the left side. Just buried it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Power ahead. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Coming out with it, it's Camarda. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick strike complete. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They keep attacking through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Getting some heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football down with some bad intentions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Clemson is quick to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 14, Florida State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
14, Florida State, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, it's Romero. He breaks a tackle, and he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looking to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Takes the handoff. It's Romero. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The give on the inside. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Looking to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Romero. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Seminoles! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into me.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one hot hole after another. They're trailing by 14 to Tulsa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw on second down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Direct snap. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking to throw on second down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On second down, just keeps firing. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
He wants to throw it again. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's McKinnon. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. The short hands, it's McKinnon. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floating away. Going to let it fly. Snags it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Clemson is quick to the line.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch, and you watch him scramble around, make plays with his legs. And this offense, it's kind of evolved over the years, and they've changed, but it's pretty much the same. They're going to feature their quarterback. They're going to throw the football, and he's usually a dang stud.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now from inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Bacon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab. It's Romero. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll go with a direct snap. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll throw it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. snagged on the outside. It's McKinnon. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hurtado. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Comes out throwing on first down. He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 21, Florida State 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, he'll fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Hurtado. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bacon. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you.
He tries to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back in the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has him set up 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll fire to his right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The run from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Noles headed quickly to the line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, no! A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Trying to get back in this game with that last score. It's a 13-point game as they're set to kick off. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wide out in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Feeling some heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on first down. It's complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
He'll bring it out. It's Bacon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Grab near the marker. It's Romero. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Into the end zone for the 2, and now it's a 12-point game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let it go. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
They'll throw it on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's taking the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. It's complete.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And wings it incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get to it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, and tremendous aggression there on 4th.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
2nd and 10 here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants a big play here late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Coming after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. play, the cake will be baked. Using his legs, it's McKinnon. Just ran him over. And that is how we will wrap this one up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation.